Have you ever realized that you experience the same patterns again and again, but you confuse where all these patterns came from, and you keep attract the same things over and over again, but it's just valid for yourself, and you confuse what's wrong with yourself even though you always give your best, you always keep improving yourself along your journey. As you know that the greatest enemy is not in the outside, the greatest enemy is inside, because the only reality that exists is not outside but inside. Hello beautiful soul, welcome back in this channel with me, cindyaco. I'm so glad to meet you again and inspired by all of you to create, to share something and spend time with you through this channel. Thank you for tuning in this channel. Welcome to the Words of Influence community. I put the link below. In this community, you can meet your like soul, like-minded, evolve together, and inspires each other on a daily basis. In there, you can share infinite knowledge and unconditional love that support the universal consciousness. Because you are powerful and purposeful soul, your power comes with a purpose behind it. If you are here, you are the light of the universe. Thank you for your willingness to keep do your inner work again and again so you can transcend yourself in each moment. Knowledge is add things every day. Wisdom is remove things every day. Keep the flows of divine energy, because we are a vessel of universal idea, universal inspiration that comes through your dream, your vision. By tuning in this channel, you upgrade your information you need so you can keep do your inner work and transcend yourself for each moment. I appreciate your inner work at the deepest level, either it's healing, growing, evaluate yourself, keep inspired and be inspired. Everything that you do to yourself impacts and matters to the universe. So I really appreciate that on a deeper level. Once you understand that everything is divine and you can see yourself in everything, we call it self-realization. And you realize that inner universe creates your external reality, that is transcendence. And so self-transcendence means you realize that the universe inside you empowers you to fully express and co-creating your external reality with the divine or your higher dimensions. You're always co-creating everything with the divine through your free will. In this episode, we're going to talk about self-projection. Each person has their own perception and project everything differently, because through perception, the universe expresses authenticity. The universe experiences itself through the lens of perception. Most of people think that unity is about being the same product with other or environment, but at the deepest level, unity means a realization that even though we are all different, we are all authentic, we are all unique, but we are all one, connected and divine. At the deepest level, each of us is authentic but one. That's the beauty of universe. Universe itself comes from uni first, means one soul, and the essence behind it is unity through diversity. In another word, you can come to God through many doors, because God created many doors so everyone that knock the door can enter. After awakened, we all has been through the dark night of the soul, and there are stages after spiritual awakening, which is you can feel like pendulum, because you feel like sometimes you feel light, sometimes you feel dark, sometimes you feel confused, sometimes you feel lighter and clarity, but sometimes you feel like lost again, and then another times you enjoy inner peace, and after that you question again, and then you learn again, and many spiral dynamics. Because how the universe works is not linear. Linear is only exists in physical reality because it limited by time and space. but the universe itself works spiral. You continue to experience the same experience until you learn the lesson. Have you ever realized that you experience the same patterns again and again, but you confuse where all these patterns came from, and you keep attract the same things over and over again, but it's just valid for yourself, and you confuse what's wrong with yourself even though you always give your best, you always keep improving yourself along your journey. So yeah, I've experienced it myself along my spiritual journey. That's what has brought me here. I found some patterns, like when I communicate with others, when I continue to meet the same pattern, like I kept attracting the same type of person, the same type of condition. I've been questioning those things, and it has brought me to my healing process, to my inner work, to my spiritual awakening, to my dark night of the soul. Because of it, I can face my ego transparently, I can realize, I can observe, detach with my thoughts. It led me to spiritual awakening, ascension, and transcendence. That's why I'm here, because my journey led me here. Everything that you do leads you here. It's the butterfly effect. Everything that you plan, you radiate upwards, will lead you to what you really meant to be. If you want to know more about self-fulfilling prophecy, you can tune into my previous video about self-fulfilling prophecy, and so you get more clarity about how to fulfill your soul mission and what to do after you know what you really are. Imagine that perception is like your lens, is the information that you receive. It becomes the lens of your perception that unconsciously you keep wearing, even though you don't realize that you are wearing that. It's easy to look outside and blame the external reality rather than look inward, tune inward, and reflect to ourselves and ask yourself. Because since we were born, we've never taught how to think. Instead, the world teaches you how to do. So our mind has been programmed to be a doer as a machine rather than as a human. In the Matrix, while Neo met Morpheus, the keeper of the dream world, Morpheus explained that humans were programmed as a battery, and the effect of keep forcing that battery is decreasing humanity. Even though in the physical world you see it's such as heaven, you see the illusion of beauty, the illusion of heaven, the illusion of every effectivity, the illusion of technology and everything. But in the spirit world, every illusion is destructive to your spirit. Remember that your physical and your spirit world are connected. Once we transcend ourselves, we realize that we are wearing a glasses. So we're no longer blaming the game that we see outside. Instead, we look behind our eyes and ask what happened inside and what's the thing that I can improve and heal so I can create a better external reality. That's self-projection. When you give love to others, you project your light. But when you judge others, you project your own shadow. Light only knows the beauty in everything. So whenever you blame your outside reality, you actually blame your shadow. It's really not about the external reality, it's about your shadow. It's about the projection of yourself, the projection of what you have in you. Shadow is the illusion of yourself that you've been adopted since you were born through many factors such as unconscious parenting, ancestors' wounds, because the wounds of your parents comes from their parents and their parents and their parents and their parents and their parents. So your wounds is not start from you. Your wounds start with your ancestors' wounds. The hereditary transmitted. This is the important to heal yourself. When you heal yourself, you stop craving for external reality. Instead, reflect to the deeper layers of ourselves and work to heal the wounds. Listen to the voice that doesn't use language and ask as you make peace with silence, you will start to listen more and feel more and just observe things clearly. You can only hear your inner universe when you are in silence, and this is what most of people hard to do because fear to face their own shadow. The fact is, once you make a peace with yourself, you make a peace with the universe. Once you can sit with yourself, you can sit with everyone. Heal and fill yourself with love so you stop trying to fill the void with others' love. As you know that the greatest enemy is not in the outside, the greatest enemy is inside. It's your own ego, your own shadow that you should unravel, that you should unveil, that makes you forget what you really are. If you want to know more about fear of forgetting that has felt what you really are since you were born, you can watch in my previous video and what to do about it. Inside us, there are deeper and deeper layers that we need to realize. If you want to understand it deeper, kindly comment below and let me know if you need it, if you need that knowledge, information about shadow, carljung theory about psyche, or is there any question that you're still dealing with or anything that's still holding you to express your authentic life. I would like to hear your feedback about this episode in the comment below. I'll see you again in my next video with me, cindyaco. Remember that you are a powerful and purposeful soul. Your power comes with a purpose behind it. You're shining as you are because the light and love in you is the only thing that can travel through dimensions and travel through your wounds, through shadow, through every layers of yourself. It's the real core and the source of everything. The only reality that exists is not outside but inside. So keep checking inside, healing, and continuously do the inner work. As you keep do your inner work, you actually make the universe a better home for all of us because of the butterfly effect. And you're a butterfly that keeps breathing to love.